Hey, what's up everybody? James here and I'm back with another video review for you. So, today I'm doing yet another Transformers review. First off, this is a figure I've been wanting to review for a really long time. Okay, although the figure is maybe roughly a year old, it's still one of my favorites, and it definitely has to be one of my favorite characters. So therefore, today I'm doing a review of Transformers Hunt for the Decepticons Battle Blades Bumblebee. This definitely has to be one of my favorite characters and toys. Like, this is a superbly detailed both robot and vehicle toy. Like, there's a lot of detail in this in vehicle mode, yet alone robot mode. I mean, like, look at the details here. You know, I've probably only had this figure roughly 6 months. I know, in a 6 month period of time, I never got around to reviewing this guy. But here we are. Here we have Bumblebee. This is way cool. There is a small feature I've discovered you could do if you wanted to make it look a little bit more realistic in stop motions. There are several screws at the back of Bumblebee's door here that you can and the screws that you can take out, so therefore you wouldn't have this window panel, but it would make it look more realistic, like a roll down window, you know. So imagine that without the window, you know. But still, um, overall, a superb vehicle mode, and it rolls really good. Obviously, as you know from previous reviews, I can't do that. Blah blah blah. Vehicle mode, solid 10 out of 10. That's good. Onto robot mode. Okay, for the transformation, first off, what you want to do is you want to open up the doors and then take these front wheel panels and fold them out, like so. Go beneath where you'll see Bumblebee's head, but forget about that. You want to pull these arms out, like so. Take these panels and continue to fold them down. Go back around and fold the arms out, like so. Rotate them around. Rotate this and fold out the hands. Rotate this around. Rotate this around and fold out the hand. So therefore, it's something like this. So the next thing you want to do is go to the back of the car and split the bumper in half. Take this half of the top and fold it up like so. Go to the legs, which are going to be formed from here. Sorry. I want to fold this up, turn it around, fold this up like so. Take this part of the leg and just fold it out. And as a small point, it's not broken. The leg just pops off sometimes. If you give me a second. No, that's it. Sorry. Right, you want to, after folding the leg down, you then want to fold out the foot. All you basically have to do is push down on this, and then the rest of it will fold up. Push down the front of the foot, fold out the back of the heels. Okay, same again. Just fold it down, push this bit out and down, push the front of the foot up and fold out the heel. So therefore, you then have the legs. Next thing you want to do is you want to take the entire front of the car and just push it down. No, sorry. This bit of the back you want to fold. You want to try and pull out like this and fold it up. Then the front of the car, just fold it down. No. Before folding the front of the car down, take this bit panel out and fold it out. Then take the front of the car and fold it all the way down. If you can. There we go. Just fold it. Sorry, I'm suffering from problems, as always. Sorry. You then fold it down and peg this bit into the chest like so, by just simply pushing it in. Fold the arms down. Take the back of Bumblebee here, fold it out a little bit, and fold this bit all the way in, like so. Push this little panel in here. You can fix Bumblebee up any way you want. There's a little feature I like to do with the chest here. With this figure, you actually can fold out the chest in any way you want. So it could look like this, but I don't want it to look like this. So I am simply going to do something which is relatively simple, and just fold the front of the car out ever so slightly, but it still looks very realistic. You know? Like I said one last time, fix up the figure, and there you have Hunt for the Decepticons Battle Blades Bumblebee in robot mode. This is pretty cool. I mean, like, this figure is probably one of the best Bumblebee characters I've seen for a good while. Well, it's the only one I've seen for a good while, because I only had Transformers Animated Bumblebee before this. Animated Bumblebee is currently busted. I'm still going to use it for Transformers Episode 2, after Episode 1 comes out, blah blah blah. Anyway, this is pretty cool. I'm going to start with articulation as always. So the head can go side to side, up and down. It can go 360 on the spot. The arms can go forward and back. They cannot go 360 because of the doors, but they can go a quite bit back. They can bend at the elbow, rotate 360 at the elbow. The hand pivots in and out, and a little nifty little feature, the thumb pivots in and out as well, so it goes all the way back and in again. So cool. There's waist articulation, which is great. The leg bent at several points. One is here where it goes forward and back. The other one is just below it where it bends just in and out. It bends at the knee at 2 points. One is at the actual knee, and then the other one is just upper. So something like that. The foot then pivots up and down, back up and down, like so. That's about it. This is a very, very cool figure. You know, there's plenty of detail on this, and I mean, like, Hasbro definitely have put a lot of work into this figure. I mean, like, you couldn't go amiss without looking at this guy and saying, whoa. You know? But forgetting about that, and on to weaponry. But before I do that, and here is one of the best bits about Battle Blades Bumblebee. For the first time, Hasbro have put in a battle mask into a deluxe figure. So therefore, all you need to do is pull this up, fold it to the front, and push it down. So Bumblebee's classic battle mask comes literally to life. Brilliant! Absolutely superb! Awesome! Okay, that was a bit too far. But I mean, like, that is brilliant there, you know? You know, you can still fold it up and down for the classic little beegaboo crap. You know, you can still do it for that classic rubbish or whatever you want to do. But onto the weaponry. To create Bumblebee's gun, all you need to do is fold in the hand, split this down the middle, if I can, like so. Just split down the middle, fold this out, fold it down and around like so, and just fold this bit back up. There you have Bumblebee's classic cannon, which movie accurately is on his right arm. So pretty cool. You know, you can do just about anything with this gun, you know. But then there's obviously, as Bumblebee's title is, Battle Blades Bumblebee, and surely enough, Bumblebee comes with a blade. That ever so often for me comes out at no particular reason. But anyway, to make it look more realistic, you can or you don't have to fold in the hand, but I'm going to leave the hand out for this one. Then you just hit this little button here, and the blade will pop out. Then just fold this little bit out, and there you have Bumblebee's battle axe. So I have to say, this is very, very cool. Not the best angle for this, but I know. My reviews are getting worse by the review or video or whatever. But anyway, Battlebee's Bumblebee. This is definitely cool. As you may notice from the date this video was recorded on, sorry, just below here, this video was recorded in June of 2011, and obviously 2011 means the third Transformers movie, Transformers Dark of the Moon. I have seen photos of the Bumblebee toy from Dark of the Moon, and I haven't been so much impressed with the Dark of the Moon Deluxe Bumblebee rather than the previous two movies, because in Dark of the Moon they should have been aiming at something like this. Instead, Bumblebee's head is jammed into his chest. You know, something like this. Think of it like Quagmire from Family Guy or something, you know? Only with his head built in his chest, you know? But, if you're going by Dark of the Moon, Hunt for the Decepticons, Bumblebee, this is a way cool figure. I definitely have to give this figure a solid 9.9 out of 10. To hell with it. A full 10 out of 10. Cause this figure is definitely worth your money's worth. So if you happen to see this guy, if you see him on eBay, shopping websites, blah blah blah, buy him. Buy him or be destroyed. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't know how to destroy people. Just buy this guy. In the UK, he was roughly about £10. In the States, maybe 10. Over the time this guy went off the shelves, and he's still online, the price is going to go up slightly. But this is a definitely cool figure, and I highly recommend him to anyone who's a big Bumblebee fan, including myself. Okay, I know, pathetic, but Bumblebee's a cool figure. Okay, I recommend this figure, and I guarantee that he will be in many new stop motions. Okay, this is Night/2020 Junior. Subscribe to my channel for videos and more. Subscribe to my second channel, Black Hat 2020 Junior, and you can find me at Facebook by searching for James Lenihan, and you ought to see a small Autobot symbol for that. So, see you around.